Well, there we go. We're live and direct. Are you out for lunch?
It looks like I'm in some kind of cafe.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm just trying these live backgrounds. Good evening, the Real Honest Ghost and Kelsey. I hope you're well. It's good to see you guys again. Let's see if I get a better one. What's that one? Oh, that looks like I've got a posh house. Was that, or I'm in the library?
Like you're in the boss's office. There's the library.
I'm in the library there, aren't I?
You are.
I'll give it that. They'll think I'm right posh now, won't they?
Yeah.
So how are you, Paul? Okay?
Yeah, good. All right.
Good.
Cracking. I got my bus pass today.
Oh, you got your bus pass?
Come through the post today.
All right. Why, do you have to renew it? Or have you not had one?
No, I never had one.
Didn't you bother?
No.
All right. Yeah, my neighbour's got one. He uses it all the time.
Yeah, I went. I think last Thursday. Had the photograph taken and whatever. Right. It was posted through my door this morning when I came back from hospital. So I thought, well, there you go.
So you can jump on bus.
Aye.
Only thing my neighbour says is his problem is you can't get on till 9:30. But
well, you can here.
Can you? Oh, it must be different areas.
It's Hull's different, but it's still a national bus pass, but it's earlier in Hull.
Right.
9 o'clock, I think.
Right.
It all depends on your areas, because I think my sister is 10 o'clock.
Right.
Starts. I could be wrong.
The Real Honest Ghost having a shame while he's listening. He'd be like a radio channel. He's got a disabled bus pass.
Don't know what that is, but there you go.
Is his pass disabled, or is it?
Yeah, he's probably got a stick with it. Yeah.
Well, I've got a badge for care. Did you have one of them?
No.
Did you not need one?
No, not really.
Right. It costs a tenner from. It's local council that do them. But you have to prove you need it, obviously. Well, my missus can hardly walk, so she has to have she has to go in car.
Aye.
And I get
you need Sharon.
Is Sharon in?
Yes, she is.
Sharon. Sharon's one of my faves. Lovely Sharon.
Got favourites as well, eh?
Oh, of course. She's a lovely girl, is Sharon. Met her a couple of times, and I've always got on. But she doesn't take prisoners, you know, Sharon. Oh, if you're upset, you'll know about it. I was at an event one time with, I think it was in Leeds, and somebody upset her. She says, I'm going to have him.
Sounds like me.
Sharon, calm down. I'm not putting up with that. Anyway, so how did your hospital appointment go?
Yeah, great.
Was it same as last time?
No, camera went in the other end this time.
Oh, down your throat?
Down throat, yeah.
Oh, wife's had that, you know, and she says it don't have bloody give you a sore throat, that.
I had a bit of a sore throat this morning when I got back, but by lunchtime it had gone.
All right.
I mean, the biggest thing was they said I can't have anything to drink 6 hours before.
Right.
Well, it was at 9 o'clock, so that meant 3 a.m. well, if I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. to have a last copy. So, of course, my last copy was about 10:30 last night.
Right.
So I didn't have a drink until I think it was about 10:15 this morning, and I had a little glass of orange juice after they'd finished.
Right. Yeah. Well, I fell foul to that. You know, I went for a scan one time a good few years ago, and they're putting this bloody I think it was purple stuff in your bloodstream. So
Yeah, I've had that one as well. I mean, not lately.
And then you have to then you go in a scanner that circles round you.
Yeah.
Takes a 3D picture and it must highlight it. Well, they said no drinking before, nothing after 10 o'clock at night. No for breakfast, no drinks or anything. And like an idiot, I did, didn't I? And I laid in this bloody tunnel, this tube, and I just threw up straight away. Came from nowhere, so it must be radiation or something they use.
Well, it is, yeah. That's why they all walk out and leave you in.
Yeah. But I would have fooled them. But I mean,
yeah,
I've learnt my lesson.
Yeah, but I had that one done. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, though. Was the dye? It was while I was in hospital after my stroke, and that's when they put the dye in my blood for that scan. I can't remember what they call the scan now, but bloody scans. Jesus, we have to have had hundreds of the buggers.
Yeah. Well, once you start going, you never stop.
Oh, bloody hell!
Every other bloody week they're ringing me up or saying, "I want to see you." I don't want to see them.
Yeah. I keep getting emails from, not emails, through the NHS app from the doctors saying we've got a type 2 diabetes thing on this weekend. We'd like you to attend. Fuck off.
Are you diagnosed with diabetes?
I'm not chuff.
Well, I'm type 2. I've been diagnosed.
No, I mean,
if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. But it's all they do is tell you about your diet and how.
I'm fucking sick of them telling me about my diet.
I mean, and you know what they said to me? They said, "Look, always have a bar of chocolate on you when you're out, and if you go like that, you're dizzy or you feel as though you're going to collapse, have a bite of chocolate."
Aye.
So what I've done, I only go out on a Friday night with lads. So I've left a bar of chocolate in each pub. So that I've got one there.
Evening, Noxie.
Evening, Noxie. I'm just reading Sharon's message. BKFC at Birmingham this month, right? How's Noxie? How you doing, mate? All right.
I haven't had a KFC for ages.
KFC. I don't eat that takeaway rubbish, mate.
Oh, I like KFC. I'm into that. I like it.
Wife likes McDonald's, but
oh no, can't do with a McDonald's.
Well, there's no to them, and they're not a meal; they're a snack. How do they got the nerve to call them a meal?
Well, I would have got a nerve to call it a bloody restaurant.
Well, I remember years ago.
It's a shithole.
When my sister's kids were young, eldest, he was about 12, and he was a big strapping lad. And she used to buy him two. And I said, "What are you getting two for?" She says, "Well, one don't fill him." I said, "You silly bugger, they're not meant to be filling. The treats, the snacks, it's not a meal." So, when they say these happy meals and these bloody, they're not meals.
Last time I went in for a KFC was with the kids. And it was a Happy Meal. And there he is. That's what we got in the Happy Meal.
Oh, a fat policeman. Is it a policeman?
Yeah. So I had two of these. There you go. He used to sit on my dashboard in the car.
I was going to say it'd be ideal in car, that wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was. He sat on my dashboard in the car. And he's 14 years old.
Wow.
And he's been all over the place. Been to Spain 4 times.
Has he?
Yeah, in the car. He's now sat on my desk because I don't have a car.
Have you driven abroad then, Paul?
You what?
Have you driven abroad then?
Yeah, yeah. But we used to go to Spain quite a lot. My sister used to live in Spain. You see.
And you drove there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Now, how long does that take to get to Spain?
Well, we used to do it over 2.5 days.
Right.
Didn't
Right.
take 2.5 days, but I was the only driver. So of course there's
So
me.
you stop over somewhere?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We used to pick our route before we went. We'd always have a different way to go, and then we'd use Booking.com for all the stops.
Right.
But
And
yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it.
and had you mastered the language, the French
No,
language?
no.
Well, driving across, I thought you'd have known a few bits and bats.
They all understand. Fuck off. No matter what country, no matter what country you go to, they all understand.
You can't say that when you're going cross border.
Yes, you can. Say what you want. Hey, up, duck.
Hey, we're
Aye.
them's our French cousins.
Yeah, yeah,
Nearest neighbour.
yeah. Well, they're not, are they? They're not the nearest neighbour. They're our nearest neighbour's Ireland.
Well, but that's part of Great UK, isn't it?
No,
Ireland.
Ireland isn't. Northern Ireland is, but Ireland isn't.
The Isle is, the whole Isle is.
No, it isn't.
It is.
Can't be, can it?
Northern Ireland's part of UK.
That's what I said.
It's all part of UK.
Only Northern Ireland's part of UK.
No,
Southern Ireland isn't.
Northern Ireland's part of Great Britain.
Yeah, UK.
No, UK and Great Britain, two things.
Yeah, but Southern Ireland is not part of us.
No. It's a different country, Southern Ireland.
Yeah.
Yes, but anyway, it is what it is. But yeah,
They're the closest.
I've never been to Ireland.
I have.
You like it?
Not when I went, I didn't.
Didn't you?
Well, no, they were fucking shooting at us.
Oh, in army.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't like Brits, did they?
Oh, no.
They didn't like Brits.
They didn't like people in uniform.
Well, you know, it's a controversial thing. Should we be in there, really?
Well, yeah, it was part of the UK.
You've just said it in part of UK.
No, fuck off with it. You know what I mean.
Got him. I got him there. Do you see
It's
that guy?
part of our land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know you. Clary's good, Noxie lad. He's a nice lad. He's Noxie and Clary, lovely couple.
Aye.
Well, he's got a fight on there. Oh, you're on about us. We won't be fighting, me and Paul. I just tell him he's wrong and he goes mad at me.
Yeah.
I give in then. You know me, I'm easy going. Well, he said, is Noxie, let me have a look there. Oh, it's like that, Noxie, is it? He said, hello, evening, Grandad. You didn't say it to me, though. So, you must be favourite.
Well, can you imagine me not?
And we're on countdown to Levi coming back. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. 102 days.
I was in your live last night.
I know. Saw you.
And he's been moved.
He's in Doncaster. Just down the road.
It's not too far. You know, when you said it, I thought I could go. I could go see him. Are you allowed to go visiting?
Yeah, you've got what you'd need to do is he arranges the visits.
Right.
It used to be the other way around, but I think he arranges the visits now. If you wanted to go, I could just drop him an email and say, Bobby'd like to come if you've got a free visit. Because he only has so many visits. It's not every day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but is it like an open prison now?
No. So it's a category C, I think. It's not an open prison.
Well, I was
It's
thinking
just
about
a bit less nutters, I suppose. I don't really know.
It'd be a bit more, yeah, a bit more chilled.
Yeah. Do you know, something's gone wrong with me. Can hear bones.
Well, it just go to Cleckheat, 3 ways to travel by train, line, Cleckheat. 5
I
ways.
hate you computers to pieces.
You do what? I was thinking, how far am I from you?
Come on, then.
What's up?
Oh, me things went a bit iffy, and it came up and said, "What have you plugged in?" Well, I haven't plugged out in. It was already plugged in. Anyway, it's come back now. I can hear. I couldn't hear, but it's working now. Have you got a radio on?
Me, no, why? Oh, you might be a bit telly.
Oh, right, okay.
It's in the other room, aye. I should know that a bit too. You see, you can't tell because now I've got a fancy background. Door wide open. What we saying here? Me and Clary trying to get a visit to Sharon. We will come see you at the same time when it's arranged. Well, not see. I mean, I'm thinking of going. We could.
You can't.
all go.
The thing is, you can't. I think you
Oh,
only
he's
have two
how
at
many?
once. I'm not sure how many are allowed in one visit. But have we seen Kelsey? Is Kelsey in the house tonight? I haven't seen the name. Is she? Or have I?
She was a starter.
Oh, right. She might be on a call then. Yeah, she is. Because Kelsey will know.
She got the info, hasn't she?
She'll know what. There you go. Look, Kelsey's here. She's just sat in the corner, eating curds and whey.
Do you know anything about visiting arrangements, Kelsey, with Levi, where he is at the moment? Has he told you out? See if she knows.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he arranges meetings. I'm sure that's what was said to me the other day. I'm not quite sure, to tell you the truth.
Well, the real honest ghost must have a nice clean shave now. He must have done his bathroom. Anybody who doesn't know, when we come on, he says, I'm listening from while I'm having a shave.
Aye. I had mine yesterday for the week.
For the week? You only shave once a week?
Yeah.
Oh, I shave a couple of times a week. But I do grow this little goatee now and again because I've got this bloody silly double chin.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I have. Does me head in. I thought they said, "Do you want a double gin?" Didn't realise it.
Wife said to me other day, she says, "Wipe your chin." So I went like that. She says, "No, other one."
Yeah.
Bum.
Yeah.
So you don't get any results instantly when you go to hospital. You have to wait for a doctor to.
She said. She said it'll be 4 to 6 weeks. They'll send the photographs and all that to the consultant.
Right.
And but she didn't find the golf ball that I feel as though I've got stuck in my throat.
Bibby's in the house.
Evening, Bibby.
Evening, Bibby. Bibby says, "Bobby, it's on time. Did he pay you his late fee for last time?"
No, he didn't, mate.
Well, I've told him to take it out at swear box.
Yeah.
Because he's filled it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so they took a couple of biopsies and shit like that, and then pulled it out for me.
Well, it's all for your own. It's all for good of your health, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. They can't seem to find this fucking problem with my throat.
Mm.
Don't know.
Well, it's
Might saving me an arm and a leg because I don't eat.
oh, that's not good.
No, well, yeah. But
You've got to eat, Paul.
some days I go all day, don't eat till the next day. So
I think Baby's been learning a bit of northern talk there, hasn't he?
Giving you a clip. Get a clip round, look.
That doesn't sound southern, doesn't that? They're cheeky young buggers, these southerners, aren't they?
Oh, they have to be, haven't they?
Anyway,
they've got to be cheeky from where they come from.
Because Knox is in the house and he'll put you right. He'll Knox it.
They'll start shouting names at each other now.
Well, we've had some good weather this week. In mornings it's been a bit nippy, but in afternoons we've had some lovely weather this week.
It was today. It was quite, as I say, it was fairly nippy this morning when I went out. But it was okay by time I came back in. By the time I got back home, it was okay.
And that must have been an early appointment.
9 o'clock I was there for.
9 o'clock.
Yeah. Do you know when they send you a thing with all these questions on, and it says fill this form in with all the details, blah blah blah. So I go through the form, everything. No. Every question was no. Signed it, dated it, got to the hospital, and she said, I'll just book you in. Have you brought your sheet? Your questionnaire? Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, thank you. Somebody will come and see you. Anyway, next nurse come into this room. We'll just do a pre-whatever. Same questions all the way through. Exactly same. I said, before you start asking the questions, all the answers are no. But she still started. And then I got into another waiting room and then got called in again. And what happened? Have you got this? Have you done that? Have you been there? What's the point of filling bloody form in? For Christ's sake.
Well,
mad, isn't it?
It is mad because they're doubling up on stuff. I mean, I've had a couple of letters, same letter, in the same week, twice.
Yeah.
From hospital.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's going on, They're in a mess, aren't they? But like I say, you've got to put your health first, Paul. If you aren't your health, you haven't got no, mate. You need to...
No, you're right.
You need to eat well. You need to eat well, if you can.
Oh, well, I'm not a big eater anyway, so...
No. That's no excuse, so is it?
And besides that, I've only ever eaten once a day. I don't eat breakfast, don't eat lunch. I just have dinner.
Right.
It's a big dinner I have. I don't have, a sandwich or shit like that.
Proper dinner, aye.
It's a proper dinner, like. Well, but I've always been like that.
I've always taught to have some breakfast. I always have breakfast, even if I don't really want it.
I don't.
I've got this in my head that says you burn it off through day, and it's your energy for day. And, that's my understanding. So that's why I always eat breakfast, regardless of what else I eat. But
I don't.
We're all different. Wife don't eat breakfast, but she'll have bloody 3 or 4 drinks of coffee.
Yeah. Coffee's fine. I can quite a few coffees in the day, but. I just don't have. I never have done.
Never been a big eater.
But I can graze,
You can graze?
Yeah.
It's what cows do, graze. It's what cows do.
Yeah, well, you can graze, so you might go in and have a couple of biscuits or something, or You open the fridge and you see some baby tomatoes or something, and you'll have a few. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're like, yeah.
It's just grazing. You're not eating a bucket full of food. You just have a graze. But that stems back from my army days, because didn't eat a lot then. But when you were cooking, you were eating while you were cooking. If you see, you've always had. I'll have a bit of that and see how that is, and you know what I mean. Yeah, so you were always grazing.
Yeah. Well, that's what what they call him. Gordon Ramsay says. He says you can't be a chef without tasting food. You've got to taste what you're cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
Real Honest Ghost is on the same trail as me. Look, he says I try to have breakfast to balance my blood sugars with me being diabetic. I'm saying, but I did it regardless anyway. I've always done that. But yeah. Oh, you've got to taste food, haven't you, if you're going to be a cook?
Yeah.
But I once saw it on one of his programs. Somebody was cooking, and he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "You don't send stuff out unless you've tasted it yourself." And what certain things you can do by the look and the texture of it, but majority of foods have to be tasted. So
not wrong.
And he said, right, I think we've mentioned this before, and I think you disagreed. He said this putting a cross in Brussels sprouts is
he's talking bollocks, mate.
He said it just makes them go squashy.
Yeah, he's talking bollocks.
Is he?
Yeah, because he's a useless tart.
3 Michelin.
I don't give a fuck how many Michelin. I used to have 4 on my car.
He's got 3 Michelin stars, and he says,
"Who cares? What the fuck is a Michelin star? Some fat useless twat who's been paid a load of money to go and say, oh, this is really nice."
He says it's an old wives' tale. This cutting bloody.
He's talking bollocks.
Why do you disagree?
Because
they go soft.
They go soft because you overcook the fucking things.
I'm going to take that background off. Look.
Right.
That's better. That's more me.
Yeah.
All right. So you're not a Gordon Ramsay fan?
I'm not. I don't like him.
Do you watch your cooking program?
No, I don't. I fucking don't.
Is it a bit like a busman's holiday for you?
No, not really. I think it's boring. I think it's a bit of a prat when somebody stands there and says, "This is how you do it." You're going to do creamed potatoes, or as we call it, mash. And you do it this way. And if you don't do it this way, it's not creamed potatoes. Fuck off. Anyway,
that's it. Real Honest Ghost. He loves cooking programs. Gives him ideas. I mean,
you don't overcook them. That's the answer, isn't it?
Yes. That's it. Go soft and bitter if you overcook.
My mum used to put the Brussels on about 1st of December, ready for Christmas Day.
Good shit.
Oh,
well,
it was like pea soup.
My mum used to
Brussels.
I know these little Yorkshire puddings you can get, these little tiny bloody things.
Yeah, things.
My mother used to cringe at them. I ain't a Yorkshire pudding. She always made a substantial one because we were that kind of family that you could have a Yorkshire pudding as a starter with a bit of gravy.
We did. That's how my mum used to do. We'd have it.
Well, we did.
We'd have it as a starter. It'd go on your Sunday dinner, and you can have it as a pudding as well.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And she'd cringe at these little bloody things. That's not a Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
And it was bloody about 3 inch high, but bloody sides of them. And she knew just how to get them right. But they say with Yorkshire puddings, you haven't told them oven door. Is that right?
No, it isn't.
They won't rise if you do.
No, that's a load of bollocks as well.
So it doesn't.
And there's another one where they say, "Oh, you put them in the oven. You can't open the oven," and it's I forgot what they call them. It's them things that rise in the little dishes. Soufflés.
Soufflés.
Oh, you can't open. Don't be opening that open door. You've opened the open door. My soup place will be shit now. What a load of bollocks.
Yeah. Well,
Talking shite.
my mum told me she grew up thinking a tatey pie was a tatey pie because she was one of 7 kids and my granddad was in the army and we were never home. So when my grandma made a pie for all kids, she used to make a big thick pastry.
Yeah.
She'd fill it with taties, bowl, and then stand a cup in the middle so it didn't sink. Put it in oven or wherever, cook it, and then she'd make a bit of gravy and they'd all have a bit each. And my mum says that was a tatey pie. Now, when they said tatey pie, people think meat and tatey.
Yeah.
But that's because they had no money, you know. They had no money.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So when my mum made a pie, it was always thick like bloody shortbread, you know. But that's because she was brought up to that were filling, you know, for kids. A big thick pastry and taties will fill you up.
My mum used to make pastry like cardboard bloody doors.
Yeah.
We still ate it.
There you go. Real Yorkshire, the real honest ghost. Goes back to the days when you had a Yorkshire pudding as a starter to help fill you in, as main course was small depending on what money you had. Yeah, but you did. He's right in a way because you did. My mum used to balance it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She knew what to fill you up with.
Yeah.
You know, if it were filling, you got more. Like mashed tatties.
Yeah.
She used to make them a little bit lumpy, and I liked them like that. But it silly as it sounds, it fills you up.
Yeah.
Because it takes slower to digest. But that's when you'd no brass, you know. If you'd no brass, you've got to adapt, haven't you?
You have?
Now the bloody complain about, oh, I had a steak, it was terrible. You're lucky to bloody be able to afford a steak. No, there wasn't any waste.
Yeah.
There wasn't any wanting.
No, I didn't have a waste either. I have now, though. Bloody hell.
It had to last, yeah. It was all homemade and all that at the time, wasn't it? There weren't takeaways like these now.
Yeah. Fish and chips.
Fish and chip shops always been here, haven't it?
Yeah, fish and chips were the only ones.
Them southerners down like bloody Bibby used to have bloody pie and mash and all that rubbish, didn't they? Peas
jelly
pie.
deals.
What's that peas? Yeah, jelly deals. What's that peas pie? What's that?
Peas pudding.
Peas pudding, is it?
I don't think that's a southern thing, is it? Peas pudding.
What is it?
Do you know? I can't remember, but it isn't made of peas.
No, it says peas, doesn't it?
Yeah, Pease. Peas. It's just the way we spoke.
But they have this pie and mash down there, and it's what is it? It's weird. They have it weird down London, and like you said, bloody what's some cockles or whatever it is, bloody mussels or something. I don't know. No, that's you at Briglington, wasn't it? With cockles and mussels.
Yeah. It was.
And now and again we get a bit of tripe.
Well, that's one thing my mum would not do was tripe. She wouldn't do it. But saying that, a couple of the pubs used to put it on a night.
Yeah. Pickled eggs.
Yeah, pickled eggs. And then you'd have the prawn man coming round with, little dishes of prawns or cockles, mussels.
That's right.
Alive, oh.
In clubs, there used to have a fella come with boat, he used to hold it up here.
Yeah.
And he'd shout out, cockles, mussels.
Yeah.
And he'd a white coat on.
Yeah.
And there would always somebody shout out back to him, have you got any crabs on your cock?
No, I got rid of them last week.
That was a bit rude for me, that one, actually.
It was really.
But like they say, fish and chips now, it's a national dish, is fish and chips for this country. It's
bloody expensive.
And you can't afford them anymore, can you?
Oh, mad.
Bloody 10 at a time for fish and chip takeaway.
Oh, I think it's more than that, isn't it?
Well, it is round here. It's 10 quid. Round,
Is it?
roughly. If I went out and got fish chips twice with me and missus, there'd be no change out of 20 quid.
Oh, God. It's mad, isn't it?
It is, it is, because it's just gone daft. But it all goes back to politics.
Yeah.
But we used to always enjoy them at coast. They always seem fresh at the coast. It has a fresh lift pulled from coast. When you go to coast and they say, "Oh, fresh fish and chips," everybody said they were nice at the coast. Does he have an industry at like some Britain, Scarborough, and that?
No, I don't think it's fishing. I think it's shellfish.
Right.
You know, they're all. It's. I think Brid. I'm not sure about Scarborough, but I know Brid is a big exporter of shellfish.
Right. Right. Whitby's another one near there, isn't it? And Filey.
Yeah.
A mate of mine won lottery, you know, about 5 years ago. 4 million he got.
Wow.
And he sold it and went to live in Filey. It's a nice place, Filey, but there's no there, is there?
Cracking, isn't it?
No there, though, is there?
I think if I had 4 million, I don't think I'd be moving to fucking Filey.
Rail on East Coast. Scarborough has fish boats and only a few shellfish ones. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about Scarborough. I know about Brid.
Well, don't they buy them in there? Because this country doesn't even know which waters are theirs, do they?
Well, we know what water is, but we don't know. The fish aren't ours.
No, but we don't know where boundaries, where we can fish and where we can't, apparently. We keep getting told we can't.
Well, you know, that's one of the drawbacks of this deal they've done, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, our fishermen have to pay for licenses,
right,
to fish.
Crackers.
The Europeans have the right. They don't have to pay license fees.
You know, when we joined Europe in the 70s, remember it?
I bloody do, yeah.
And everybody says, "Oh, it's going to be great," you know. And I think it's the worst thing we ever did. I do.
Well, you know, when we joined as trading. It was all to do with trade. It was nothing to do with politics. All that kind of shit.
Well, they didn't have their own government at that time, EU.
No,
it was just amalgamation of countries.
It was a trading thing. It was for trade. And then, of course, you've got the likes of the French shoving their oar in, thinking that they're the best thing since fucking Tampax. And started saying, well, yeah, we'll make this and we'll make that, and we'll give all these farmers all this money to make food. Yeah.
It just got out of hand, and the amount we were paying into it were unbelievable.
Oh, do you know, I can remember those days when they were tipping bloody food into the channel, producing so much fucking food they couldn't get rid of it, so they were tipping it into the channel. Right. Because the government was paying them, or EU was paying them subsidies. So the more they made, the more they grew or fattened up the pigs and, well, not the pigs, because that's what they are, isn't it? Chickens and stuff like that. They'd have mountains of gear. Couldn't get rid of it. I can remember called it the Butter Mountain.
Aye, I remember that.
Can you remember it? So much fucking butter. We could have covered the whole earth with butter. Yeah. And still had some spare. And that's because EU was giving farmers so much subsidies to produce the stuff. So they produced as much, same as it is now here, isn't it? You know, you give them the opportunity, and say, well, if you grow more wheat, we'll give you £4 a ton as a subsidy or whatever. I'm only guessing.
Yeah.
But then, of course, they go out and they say, right, we're not growing fucking oats and barley, we're growing wheat. And bump, you've got so much fucking wheat, you don't know what to do with it.
You can't blame the farmers.
No, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm saying
I'm blaming
the government.
That's how any businessman would look at it, isn't it? What can I make the most on? So the governments think they should have put an hold on it, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they should have worked it out a bit better, really.
When you're part of all that bloody rubbish in Europe.
But there you go, you see.
Get the okay. But it's...
you know, De Gaulle had the best thing, didn't he? He was the best French leader. He wouldn't let us join. We're not having the fucking British in the EU. So we couldn't join until he flaked it. Once he'd gone, then
they were begging us. Like now, they were begging us to stay in.
Yeah.
Because we were such a big contributor.
Because we were throwing in so much pigging money to keep their farmers making too many fucking bottles of wine.
At the end of the day, if you look at it as a club, right, you've got 5 or 6 countries in, all roughly the same economy, roughly the same, value of things, and they're all, the idea was to trade between each other and look after each other, fine. But when you start letting countries in who can't contribute but will take out, that's when you've got problems. Yeah. And that's what happened. They lowered the standard of people who could join.
Yeah.
And the other thing, at one point, Turkey wanted to join. And they give them £70 million. They said, not this time. Next time, we'll give you £70 million. See how you spent it. So they just kept it and buggered off.
Yeah, they were itching.
But it was an unfair take, You want a level playing pitch, and that's where it started going wrong.
The thing is, politics is not a level playing field, is it?
No,
unfortunately. And the other thing, of course, is we all know that you've got a pub on the corner of your street, and you've got a working men's club on the other corner of the street. Mm-hmm. The pub's run by a landlord, and the working men's club's run by a load of fucking wankers because they can't agree on anything, so nothing gets done.
It's the same. It's the same mentality.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same mentality. Then we had Thatcher that sold everything, so we had no choice but to bloody.
Well, she wasn't the only one.
No, but she kept us in.
She wasn't the only one who sold everything. Harold Wilson sold our gold reserves.
Right.
All of it.
Right. But selling them is the worst thing you can do because you're relying on everybody else.
And that's it. Sell your family silver, you see. That's definitely so. But, they're all the same. Everybody, bloody Maggie Thatcher this and Maggie Thatcher that. They forget about the other prats before them who chucked up the country.
Mm. But it's politics, isn't it?
Yeah.
And politics
it is.
Will be,
and you know who I blame?
Go on.
That fat bastard across the pond.
Oh, Dolly Parton.
Yeah. you don't need much common sense, do you, to know that the reason why Fat Boy Slim over there.
You mean the ginger one?
Yeah, the orange-faced twat. He's saying, you Europeans should start spending 5%, all of you, on your defence, knowing that it's his country's going to get all the fucking money because they're the ones who make all the arms.
Yeah.
So, in the past 4 years, the spend for the Yanks has gone down on gross national product or whatever they call it.
Right.
We're all going up and they're going down because they can. Because we'll be spending more. Well, I don't know how much he said today, 17 billion or whatever. And we won't see most of that 17 billion in this country. That fat twat will get it over there. That's what'll happen.
He's a businessman. He's not a politician.
He's a greedy bastard.
That's how he's thinking.
He's a criminal, extortionist, blackmailing, fat, ugly twat.
Don't say his name, otherwise you'll get bloody kicked off.
Donald Trump, you're a fucking idiot.
They'll pick that up now. And you'll be
I hope they do.
It is what it is, though. I mean,
it is, yeah.
And we've got a leader that can't stand up to him.
No.
And we've had this before, haven't we?
Well, we've got a leader who can't stand up to anybody, quite honestly.
He lies, and that's what I don't like. When they lie. That bloody Johnson would say him, he lied.
Well, they all lie, don't they? None of them can lie straight in bed. None of them.
No. They'll tell you they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Never happens.
No. But there you go. That's it. It's all part of. Yeah, believe what you want to believe, Dom. How much of nuclear subs? How much does it shit that goes inside them come from across the pond? Because the oil doesn't come from this country. I can tell you that. And who's going to make the nuclear bombs? Not us. Not fucking us. It'll be the Yanks.
You'll get your life taken down on us.
I don't care. They can stuff their live up their ass. Along with that fat gate.
Well, it started off so nice.
It did, didn't it?
And your first message was, good evening to all.
I did. I always put good evening to all right at the beginning. Yeah.
Shannon's laughing her head off, look.
Yeah, well.
It's a terrible subject, is politics. And we've done this before with politics and religion, and we really shouldn't. But it's so entangled, isn't it? It's so entangled into everybody's life. You know, it's you've just to get on with it. But
yeah, it does your head in sometimes. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be spending all this money on our defence. I don't think we're spending up on defence, but we spend too much on other shit, which we should be spending on the country. Because what we should be doing is building these small power stations, you know, the small nuclear power stations. They don't have to have them fucking huge nowadays. They can make small ones. With plenty of room.
Well.
You know, with plenty of room to stick up. You know, we've got islands off the coast. Huggins of them with nothing on them. Why don't we go and build a load of bloody nuclear power stations on there and power the country on?
Well.
Money.
The country's... You know, look, we need some housekeeping doing before we do out, isn't it? I mean, look at the size of the country and the population is getting ridiculous. We're a multiracial nation now, whether you like it or not. We're multiracial. Look how many
came in this last weekend. Fucking ridiculous.
It's and with no, you know, it's the same old story, isn't it? I mean.
Sharon, it's been great, love. Thank you for asking.
Yes, I don't mind you calling me booby. Don't tell anybody else you call me that, Sharon. That's between me and you.
Yeah, it's a pet name.
Anyway, it hasn't been a bad week for me, to be honest. Wife's not so well at the moment. She's in bed. She's been in bed all day. She has bad stomach cramps, so I shuffle her off to bed. How's your day been? She's asking how your day's been, Paul.
Mine's been all right, thank you. I even went out for a walk today. Most unusual for Paul.
Yeah, you don't tend to go far, do you?
No, I don't tend to walk anywhere. I can tell you that. But I did today.
Have you been making most of that garden?
I do go out and sit and have half an hour reading a couple of chapters of my book and have a coffee outside. But I soon get bored, so you know.
Yeah, you not. Wife can't read a book. She never read a
I
book.
can read. I can read the book.
Yeah.
But I just get bored sitting outside.
Well, I've always been a reader. I've always agreed with learning. I always like to think you spend your whole life learning and never presume out. Now, my grandmother used to say to me as a kid, "Listen, Robert, try and learn a new word every day, and you'll be amazed how you learn things so much easier." And I used to do that as a kid. It could be a simple word, it could be an hard word, but it was a good bit of advice she gave me. But I do like reading. Because sometimes you can watch a movie or you can read a book, and the book is a lot more in detail.
Yeah.
And it stimulates your mind to picture it how you expect it to. That's where a book's got the advantage over a movie. Because
you know why the book's better, really. It's this, your grey matter, because you're putting the pictures to the book.
That's right. You're creating the image.
Yeah.
Whereas a movie doesn't. It has to do the whole lot.
Yeah.
So the book has got an advantage. But I don't like to read, I mean, I got one.
Yeah, Sharon, it's been sunny here today. After about 10 o'clock this morning, the sun came out and it's still out.
Did you have your shorts on?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, not when I went to the doctor's, I didn't.
Oh, right.
I wasn't going to walk around town with bloody shorts on you.
Why not?
Nah.
Have you not got the legs for it?
Yeah, I am actually. Thinking about it.
I'm always wearing shorts. They're easier to deal with.
No.
Just bang a pair of shorts on in summer. But I haven't been.
When I get home, I put shorts on.
Mm.
You know, I'm in shorts all day.
Yeah.
But saying that, I have to be because it's so flaming hot in this pad. It's ridiculous.
He's bragging now that you see because he gets it for naught. Don't listen to him, folks. He's bragging because he gets his eating for naught. He used to play bloody hell about his brother, didn't he?
Yeah.
That bugger gets it for naught. I don't. And now,
I do now.
Are you getting on any better with him?
Yeah, he's all right. He did come, popped his head round yesterday and said, "Do you want me to take you to the hospital in the morning?"
Well, that's nice of him.
I said, "No, because I ain't getting up at fucking 6 o'clock."
That's a bit early.
Well, he goes to work at 6.
Oh, right. So
he's a nutter.
You'd have been. Oh, you said aye.
He's crackers. He's the man's crackers. 83-year-old, and he's getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and driving to 20 miles to go to work. What's he like? A nutter.
He maybe needs that in his life. You know.
Yeah.
Look, some do that can never retire, can they? My mate Sam he's due to retire soon, and he says, "I can't do it." I said, "Well, why not?" You know,
I'd have to go home and live with her even more.
No, he's on his own and all, but he's like, "No, I can't." But he's been a wagon driver all his life, so he's only ever been home at weekends anyway.
Yeah, my brother was a wagon driver.
But he'll miss. He says he'll miss getting up. I mean, he gets up at 4 o'clock. This lad's in his 60s, ready to retire. He gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Just can't understand it. My brother goes to bed like 9:30, 10:15. Yes, fucking hell! I've only just come awake at 9:30, 10:15. I'm just on. Boom, get going.
Yeah, some people need that in their life, don't they? And he must.
Yeah.
Like Dom says, he must enjoy it. Paul.
I don't suppose you watched the football at the weekend.
Who were playing?
Who
were playing?
European Cup, Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, no, I don't watch
that. It was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Slugged them 5-0. It was cracking. Loved it.
I never saw none. I didn't see any of it.
And then England women played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Portugal. Slugged the Portuguese.
Yeah, they said we've got a good team. We've got a good team, England, women's.
Yeah.
They've made the mark now, haven't they? So they should be really getting to a bit of sponsorship more than they are doing.
Well, yeah. There's the only thing is, of course, I think it's in a couple of months is the European Championships or whatever you call it.
UEFA. Oh yes,
the women.
The women.
Yeah, the women European Championship. Right. Well, of course, we're the defenders. We're defending the cup.
Right.
So we've got to be good, haven't we?
Mm.
But I can honestly say I'd rather watch women's football than I watch men's.
Oh,
I enjoy it. It's good watching the women's game.
Right.
And they've got as much skill as the men.
I hope it's not for all the wrong reasons, Paul.
Well, they don't run round with no clothes on, Bobby. I'd watch it even more if they did. But they've got as much skill as the men have. As much.
Well, they've started introducing women commentators now, haven't they? And
yeah.
Presenters with TV and that.
But that's only because it's PC, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but they do talk sense and all.
Yeah, but it's only happening. It isn't because this woman's great. We'll have her. If you know what I mean, it's a PC thing. We've got to have 5 women and we've got to have 5 men.
Yeah, I'm with you.
5 who don't know whether they're a man, woman, pig, beast, or rabbit, or whatever. Do you know?
Yes.
You've got to have a cut of everything.
Well,
it's a bit like when you watch the ads. I don't know if you've noticed the ads, but every second ad, it's either 2 men.
I've noticed this, yes.
Yeah? Or it's either
a couple and one's coloured and
one's
white.
One's coloured, one's white. Yeah. It's well, we're only reflecting the country, but they're not, are they?
No. This is the problem.
I don't think they are.
And you have to be careful because you can get it's so woke.
Yeah.
It's so PC. Yeah. But what you should reflect is a percentage. So if a percentage of foreigners live down the street, represent that percentage. Don't overdo it.
Yeah. I'm not knocking it, Bobby. I'm just saying that, things have changed, haven't they?
Oh, they have. We're too PC at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say anything without, they've got to allow, there's a certain margin that they should
allow. Sharon, love.
That people that don't say it on purpose, there's no malice in what they're saying. What is, the culture is changing. And if you've been around in this world for 60, 70 years, you can't just change overnight. Your opinions are going to have been built up over them years. So they might not say it in malice, but they can get accused of it, which is wrong. Anyway, that's my rant for tonight.
Well, yeah. Well, things change, don't they? And that's the thing. We just go from one extreme to the other. We can't just find a common ground.
No.
You know what I mean? We just seem to go from one extreme to the other.
Well, they locked them all up, didn't they, 6 months ago for having an opinion on social media?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Have a good week, Sharon, darling. I'll catch you later. Anyway, we've come to that time again, Paul.
We have, yeah.
You look tired tonight, am I right?
Do I?
Yeah, you come across as a little bit lethargic. You did get a bit giddy earlier on, shouting and bawling.
Right.
We expect that.
I normally shout and bawl.
We expect that, yeah. But you just seem to look a little bit tired, mate. Maybe you've had it's been a long day.
Well, yeah. It hasn't, but there you go. It's all right. I mean, next one's going to be long, isn't it? Not looking forward to that, yeah.
What, how long?
Well, it's going to be a full day.
Oh, I thought you meant in length.
No. Well, I don't know how long it'll be, but it'll be going all the way up my backside to my mouth. Don't know how that's coming.
You don't take much encouragement, do you?
No.
You come straight out with it. There's no filter with that Paul, is there?
Well, it's like I said to my sister the other day. She said, "How are things, Paul? How's it gone with the doctors this week?" I said, "Oh, sis, you won't believe it." She says, "What?" I says, "I need a new ass." So she says, "You what?" I said, "I need a new ass." What do you mean? I said, "Well, this one's broke. It's got a bloody hole in it." She didn't find it funny. Well, I did. She didn't. Anyway, peeps, I'll let Bobby say his...
Yes. On that note, on that nice sounding note from Paul, I will say good night to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. As again, I'd like having a good old chat with Paul on a Monday night. We catch up and you guys join us, and I like that. And hopefully we'll see you all again next week. And I'll pass you over to Paul.
Yes, folks, thanks for coming. We enjoy your company. And just remember, down below, a yes or a no. We don't mind which. Just tick one of them. If you leave a comment, that helps. Everything else, whatever you call it now, algorithm. Yeah, Bobby knows the name. And so it's live long and prosper. TTFN, take care, and hopefully see you next week.